Listen up, we're skipping the lions and tigers today. Those are amateurs. I found something much worse. It's bright yellow, fits in the palm of your hand, and carries enough chemical heat to drop 10 grown men. Meet the golden poison frog, our smallest, most concentrated weapon system. Codename, Yellow Death. Don't look for teeth or claws here. This tiny specialist uses a touch and die system. Its entire skin is a live weapon. This stuff is like a master hacker for your body. It breaks into your nerves and forces the system to a dead stop. How much heat are we talking? One of these frogs carries enough toxin to take out 10 grown men, or 20,000 mice if that's your target. Look, I wouldn't recommend touching it, at all. Even a light brush against your skin will leave you screaming in pain for hours. But if that toxin hits your bloodstream, we're talking about a dose the size of 2 grains of salt. That's all it takes. Your nerves start shutting down. Permanently. The poison locks them out, cuts the signal mid-transmission. Your heart gets the message, stop beating. You've got less than 10 minutes. Your brain is still firing, still trying to run the system, but your body? The body's already offline. Heart failure, total system crash, and nobody's coming to save you. Here's the crazy part. The frog doesn't even make the poison. It's a tech thief. It eats toxic ants from the jungle, steals their chemicals, and refines them into a superweapon. If you take this frog out of the jungle and feed it normal flies, it becomes a harmless pet in months. No ammo, no threat. Look at that color. That neon yellow isn't for fashion. In the jungle, bright colors mean stay away or die. Local tribes figured this out centuries ago. They'd extract the poison, coat their blow darts. One scratch, one kill. Total efficiency. It's the most compact killing machine on Earth. It proves that in the wild, you don't need muscles when your chemistry is this perfect. If you see the yellow glow, run. The Yellow Death owns the land, a stationary landmine of pure chemistry. But if you think you're safe moving into the water, think again. This is the Australian box jellyfish. We call it the ghost operative for a reason. It's 10 feet of transparent lethality patrolling the water like a phantom. You won't see a predator, you'll just feel the contact. And by then, you're already a statistic. Most jellyfish are just brainless bags drifting with the tide. Not this one. This is a fully mobile hunter. It swims at 4 knots, powered by 24 eyes arranged in strategic clusters. It sees you coming, but to you it's just more water. The weapon system is a literal nightmare. Imagine 60 tentacles, each packed with millions of microscopic harpoons. One graze triggers a massive simultaneous strike. We're talking hundreds of millions of venom-filled darts firing into your skin in a fraction of a second. This isn't just a sting, it's a full-scale biological bombardment. The payload hits like a sledgehammer. It floods your heart cells with calcium, forcing an instant cardiac arrest. It hijacks your nervous system while literally shredding your blood cells. The pain is so white-hot and overwhelming that most victims go into shock and drown before the venom even finishes the job. Timeline to neutralization? 1 to 3 minutes. Anti-venom. Forget it. By the time they get to you, you're already code blue. In this game of biological stealth, you don't get a warning. You won't see it coming. By the time you feel the burn, you're already dead. Moving on to the loris, the primate world's only biochemical operative. Codename, Night Stalker. Don't let the oversized eyes fool you. This isn't some harmless tree hugger. This is a specialist designed for deep cover, invisible warfare. The weapon system is a masterclass in biological sabotage. The slow loris licks brachial glands on its elbows, mixing a secreted oil with saliva to synthesize a potent toxin. One bite can trigger fatal anaphylactic shock in humans. To deliver the payload, it uses a tooth comb, needle-like teeth that gouge deep into the target. It even has a specialized second tongue, the sublingua, to keep the hardware clean and ready for the next strike. Tactical endurance is where this unit truly shines. It features retia mirabilia, specialized vascular bundles in the limbs that allow blood to flow even when the unit remains frozen in a strike position for hours. No cramping, no circulation issues, and if stealth fails, it initiates the Cobra protocol, rising on its hind legs and hissing like a serpent. A high-level psychological bluff that makes even seasoned predators think twice. It's a silent, patient assassin that proves you don't need muscles when your chemistry and deception are this perfect. Move your attention to the platypus, known in our files as the agony specialist. It looks like a structural malfunction, but functions as a master of incapacitation. This 4-pound operator is a specialized biological torture device designed for one purpose: extreme pain delivery. The hardware is a concealed carry masterpiece. Males are armed with tactical spurs on their hind legs connected to a venom gland. This isn't a tool for hunting. It's a weapon meant to break an opponent, both physically and psychologically. One strike, and the target is out of the theater of operations for weeks. The biochemical payload is where things get dark. It's a cocktail that targets your pain receptors directly. This isn't just an injury, it's a hijacking of your nervous system. The agony is white-hot, like being struck by a never-ending bolt of lightning. And here's the technical nightmare. Standard-issue painkillers like morphine are useless here. You stay fully conscious, feeling every second of a burn that can last for months. If you see the bill, stay clear of the heels, but don't think you're safe just because you've left the riverbank. We're going deeper, into saltwater territory. Meet the underwater sniper. Don't let the shell fool you. You're looking at a biological sniper rifle disguised as beach decoration. The cone snail is a precision killer that has solved a major tactical problem: how to catch fast-moving fish when you move at a snail's pace. The solution is a high-pressure harpoon delivery system. That intake tube? It's a precision-guided launcher. Inside is a hollow, barbed tooth wired to a venom factory. Target enters the kill zone, the snail fires. One shot, one hit. The payload, toxin, is a cocktail of hundreds of nerve agents that execute a total system shutdown. First, it triggers violent muscle spasms to lock the target in place. Then, it induces complete motor paralysis. The fish stops swimming, and the snail swallows it whole. The most lethal operative? The geographic cone. They call it the cigarette snail on the reef because if it hits you, you've got just enough time for one last smoke before your lungs stop working. There is no anti-venom. One touch, and you're not swimming back to shore. You're just another statistic on the ocean floor. Enlist by hitting subscribe. We need recruits for the next operation.